Hey, good night once again. As I said, another competitive fixture for the boys. I thought tonight we were a little bit better, especially in the second half. What we need to do is our concentration. We need to ensure that we concentrate, because you can't be in a game for 90 minutes. You got most of the possession, and the first time the ball enters your box, we go 1-0 down. Then we need to fight to come back again. But I thought, as I said before, the mental strength the boys and them showed. They continue to keep playing. Obviously, there's bits we need to improve on, but we had the opportunity to use the entire squad, which was the main thing for me, to be able to go into the game, get them the opportunity to play themselves in. Josiah did well tonight. Obviously, he needs to grow into it. Keaton had the opportunity on Saturday. So I'm pleased for having the opportunity to look at all these boys and them, because these are the ones that we're going to try and go forward with. No, it's not that we're struggling. I mean, you still got Hashim who came on, you got Molino who was out tonight. We got a few players. We got young Muckett playing for Northeast. We got a few, but the idea was tonight we had to try and utilize the players in a way to try and get a result. And Levi fit the bill. He played there for the last 15 or so minutes in the game against Grenada. He looked like he enjoyed the challenge. So we use him in that position to try and see if we can get something creative on the ball, because I think we can all see from the last game, having the two central midfielders who not really composed enough to make those killer passes. We just needed to add that bit, and I thought he did it well for most parts of the game. Yeah, but we mustn't forget that we were still missing the likes of Callum Highlands, the Leston Paul. Yes, I know, and I understand what you're saying. But I was happy to have them, because I needed to get that feel whether or not they're ready for this level. And I think coming out to the two games tonight, I've got a clear idea now who are the ones that we can go forward with, the ones that need to go back to the club and continue to work. So I think we've got a clear idea now, because there was no point in asking the questions without giving them the opportunity, which we did over the two games, which was important. Not in particular the Grenada game, because we wanted to really try and send a message in terms of the myth with the Grenada, and we haven't beaten them for a while. Unfortunately, we didn't get the result, and we didn't get the performance that I think we wanted. What I got out of the game was that I understood I had a young group that can show character when it was needed, because in any footballing event in international level, to come back from 2-0 down and to get a draw in a game, that shows character. So I think in general, we didn't get the result that we wanted, but I think we learned a lot about a lot of these players within the time we worked together in the build-up to the games and in the camp. My overall take is that creep, walk, jump. That's how I view it. I mean, sometimes you need to be realistic as well. You know, we could have been in Costa Rica's situation and play Spain and get hammered 5-0, because we're not ready for that. So there's no point in me sitting here and saying that we're ready for the likes of the Spains and the Germanys and the Brazils. We're not at that level yet. So the idea now is to work, continue to work on the football pitch, continue to progress as a group. And as we go along, then we need to start elevating the level of the opposition, because if you play the wrong opposition, you can take 10 steps back. We need to start going forward. One of the things that I reiterated, and I'll say it again, I believe that we need to improve the Pro League. Because I think if we all look back at the history since the Pro League has been in existence, what the Pro League has done. So what we need to do now is we need to improve the Pro League, and that will help us in improving the next step. Because consistently we've been in the hex. The last 6 times we've been in there 5 times, we've missed 1. So that means it's just something is missing. We need to bridge that gap. So we need to improve the Pro League, because we need to become better in the CONCACAF. So CFU we're fine, because when we play against the likes of the Caribbean islands, we do okay. From the moment we get into the groups where the MLS teams and the Mexican teams, that's where we struggle. So we need to improve the Pro League, and then that will help us to propel where we want to get to. That is the idea now. The idea is we're going to have a break from on the pitch, and we're going to work on getting things right off the pitch. We've had, the players and them had the opportunity to sit down and speak with the president about certain things, and I think we now head in the right direction where we want to go forward. So the idea now is to put a lot of things correct off the pitch in terms of the scouting, in terms of the finances, in terms of the training facilities and everything. Put these things in place. So then the next time we come back together as a group, we're ready. we're ready to start and lift off from that platform.
Professor.
What would be strong points and what would be weak points?
The weak points for me, as I said before, I think sometimes, especially in the midfield area for me, we don't seem to have the players yet that are ready to make that killer pass, that creative pass, and get it there. So we've had a few attempts at it tonight, but it didn't come off. So when you play opposition like, for example, Grenada, and then you play Guyana tonight, who are prepared to become very defensively solid, you're going to have a lot of the ball in the middle of the park. We now need to start working on finding the midfielders who will be able to hit diagonal passes, switch up play, and find that killer pass. So in terms of us tonight, we almost had to be perfect before we can score. And you can't always win football games like that. We need to improve in terms of our attacking set pieces, because I don't think we've scored a set piece since I've been in charge. So that's another area, because those are areas that you can win games easily from. We lost against Mexico from a set piece, because why? It's an important part of the game. So these are the things that we need to improve on. Right, I've got a different view on that, because I've always believed in a game captain, and I've always believed in a team captain. So because there is no guarantees in football these days, you're not guaranteed that you're going to be in the starting 11. So to say that you're just going to name a captain and the captain is always going to be, it's not going to happen. So what I've done over the during my period since I've been here, I've allowed people who showed the right attitude, who showed the good leadership, to be responsible for the captain's armband. And I think I've found a couple that have been very, very good at it so far. So I've got a few options. So when we're going forward now, I've got a few options in terms of Sheldon. You've got Kalim, Molino did the other night, led by example, and we've got a few options. So that's the idea.
All right, we have 2 more to play. Ronnie.
The idea now at the moment is for let the boys and them continue and finish off the Pro League season. We got a couple of the boys. Joven is the only one who's involved still in the MLS playoffs. So the idea is for them to finish the league. They need a break now. It's been a long season. Finish off the break, and the idea now is to try and get together come next year January. Unless something changes between now and that period, that is the idea going forward from now. To come together as a group, we need to sit down and meet with the Pro League. We need to sit down and meet with the clubs to be able to get the opportunity to work with the players. But the idea is to start again in January. I've enjoyed leading my country again, yes. I haven't enjoyed the results that went with some of the games. So that is something that I'm not into. I'm not happy about it, and I will never encourage that. But what I'm enjoying now at this moment in time is the youngsters. I'm enjoying taking these youngsters and I'm going to mold them to what I think we need to have for this country. We need to have people that are going to represent this country with pride. The young boys and them have come in, they've all showed the right attitude. They've integrated well with the senior players, and I'm pleased about that. Obviously, as I said before, we all in this game. We want to be winners. We don't want to be losers. But I spoke to the group about the process. There's always a process, and we are now in that process of becoming winners. We're still a young group, and I don't think we're ready yet to go and push and say, right, we're ready to take on the world. We're not at that level yet, but we have to become at that level. So the idea now is to enjoy this period, enjoy the work, and then come back out and start fighting them.
Hi guys, it's Sophia. Thank you for watching Extra Time TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, you can leave a comment down below, because when you do this, you have a chance of automatically winning a FIFA 18.